Hi there, Toby here, and welcome to the Integral Meditation training page for simple, aware, positive, and creative. So I'm designing these training pages so that basically you have two resources in terms of the recordings. One is an 8-minute kind of power meditation practice. One is a 20-minute longer meditation where you can get a little bit more of a deep dive into the practice. This first one is called Simple, Aware, Positive and Creative. And what it puts together is four meditation or mindfulness positions that whenever you return to them, any one of them individually, they will give you some kind of value. But if you put them together as a 4-point practice, then they start to integrate with each other to produce permutations and strengths that would not be present if you practice them all in isolation. So it's an integrative or combination practice that the combination and the integration starts to produce a better result than you could if you were just practicing it by itself. So simple, aware, positive and creative. Simple and aware are positions of being in meditation where you're really practicing being. Positive and creative are more practices around doing, in the sense that you are actively pursuing objects of meditation and mindful awareness in meditation. So you're kind of actually thinking and analyzing and looking at things from different points of view. So in that sense, they're a doing form of meditation. So there are both meditations to do with pure being and meditations to do with doing. So this is an integration. All I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the four positions in the order that they are presented in the actual meditations themselves, describe a little about the reason why we practice these positions, what sort of value is there, and then you can go away and practice by yourself, listen to the recordings. There's also an article there, so you can also digest that in your own time, and that'll help you to, again, just understand the practices clearly and get stuck in with confidence. So first position is simple, and this is the practice of making your attention simple by placing your awareness on your sensory awareness, body, breathing, and senses. So you're making your awareness stable, calm, and peaceful by anchoring around your sensory awareness. So the equation is this: the more attention you can get on your senses, on your body or your breathing, or what you're seeing around you, what you're hearing, the more attention you can get on that, the more naturally present and the less conceptual you become, because your sensory awareness is non-conceptual. So whenever you place your attention on your senses, there you are, in the present moment, in a state of relative simplicity. So you don't need to try and stop yourself thinking. With simplicity, you just place your attention on the senses, stick with that discipline, and then a side effect of that will be that your attention and your state of presence in the moment will become simpler, stabler, calmer. Okay, so that's position one. In the meditation, we then go on to positive. So positive means if you were, for example, to ask yourself the question, what's good in my life? And follow that question, then your awareness would start to seek out things that, for you, when you dwell upon them, when you let your attention dwell upon them, they would make your state of being more appreciative, more grateful, energized in some way, calmer in some way, more balanced or harmonious in some way. So the discipline here is simply to seek out positive objects and hold them within your awareness. This is something that is a discipline for a lot of people, because for a lot of people it's much easier to stay focused on problems and things that aren't right in their life than things that are right and that are good. So we're reversing a kind of what is in an innate focus bias that we have, and it's just a matter of going from one positive object to another, enjoying each one in its own way, and allowing the mood and energy of your body, mind and heart to become more positive through this attentional practice. So that's position two, positive. Creative. So creative is then really taking positive a step further. Here you take a challenge in your life and you observe the dissonance or the discomfort that it's causing you. And then you ask yourself the question, what is a way of viewing or paying attention to this that will cause me less suffering and enable me to derive more value from the experience? So here you're framing your challenge in a creative way, using your inner intelligence in a way that what is now a challenge for you, uncomfortable, perhaps a bit painful, can become of value, can become more comfortable, can become useful for you, using your creative intelligence. So again, this is another kind of doing position in the sense that we are pursuing the object of meditation with an active thinking process, framing our challenges in a way that is helpful for us. All right, so that's position 3. Position 4 is then aware. So here the discipline is simply to watch. So this is a foundational meditation and mindfulness discipline, taking half a step back from your awareness and practicing the discipline of watching rather than being completely involved with and identified with the objects of awareness. So the objects of awareness being body, breathing and senses, your thinking, the attendant moods and emotions within you, and any other thing that comes in and out of your field of awareness. You're just half a step back and just the discipline of watching. So it's bare attention, paying attention without doing anything else. So that's the discipline. So there's a huge amount of stability and confidence that comes from being able to simply hold the position of the observer in a consistent way, because that observational position gives you consistency, even if there's a lot of other inconsistency within your field of awareness, within your thinking process or your emotional state or whatever. Okay, so there you go. That's the four practices. The idea would then be that the more familiar you come through meditation training and using these recordings, the more naturally you can start to bring them into your daily life and apply them to your experience in the moment. So they start to become functionally available in your everyday life as a side effect of the training. Okay, and then you're able to, when you want to be simple, you can hold your attention on the senses. When you want to be more positive, you can look for your object of appreciation. When you want to be creative, you can transform your challenges into something useful using mental framing. When you want to simply be aware and rest in the peace of the observer, then you can do that. So, and all of these 4 positions will give you value. They'll give you something that is useful to your life in terms of navigating whatever you're going through more stably, more usefully, with more confidence. So I hope you enjoy the video, enjoy the recordings, enjoy the related article, and happy training.